Item number 7 is, this is actually the, do you know what this is? No, not Bodhi. This is the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya. This is the tree, the Buddha got enlightened under this tree. Okay, and what's the concept you're supposed to remember when you see this photo for the next 20 years? What's the idea from the Lam Rim that you're supposed to think about when you see this photo?
That it's great to be able to meditate in a place where only being.
Yeah. The second quality of a good meditation place is that somebody blessed it by practicing hard there, which is really lucky because at Diamond Mountain we have about, how many cabins? 27 loaded cabins, because people have struggled through 3-year retreat there, a hard 3-year retreat, and so there's a lot of blessing in those cottages, okay? But in general, when you're choosing a meditation place, and by the way, these traditional Lam Rim presentations on a good meditation place were originally meant for a retreat place. You see, it's not talking about apartments, okay? But we have to, in the modern world, we're talking about your apartment. So, you know, in general, if you can, it's hard to buy an apartment of someone who did a 3-year retreat because they usually can't afford apartments. But anyway, any chance you get to meditate in a place where someone has blessed it by practicing before, then that's good, okay? And by the way, there's also a little side thing that if there's been some fight in that place, if someone's been murdered or there was a bad marriage and people were screaming at each other, or in that apartment before you moved in, you should try to avoid that kind of place, okay? If you're a good meditator, it's not going to stop you. But it could have bad vibrations, okay? So you should avoid places with negative vibrations, okay? Okay, that's the second quality of the place. What was the first quality? Yeah, safe and good resources. By the way, traditionally, when they explain good resources, you know, obviously we can think of someone to bring you groceries, you know, the bears are not climbing through the window anymore. You know, you have someone to come fix your water pump when it breaks and things like that. Someone to bring you propane. You have all those support system, right? So that's, but there's a deeper support system in the scriptures, okay? Which is why we're going over these photographs together. And that's cultural, okay? Does your culture support doing retreat? You know, when you tell your boss, and like when I was in the diamond business, my boss asked me to open an office in Thailand, in Bangkok, to buy colored stones, and I didn't know a single person there. And so I went there, and I'm sitting in the hotel, I don't know what to do. I don't know anything about the laws, I don't know anything about business there. And I went to the good hotel restaurant and I watched which waitress can do 12 orders at once without getting stressed out. And then I offered them a job. You know, and I got really good people. And that office reached 20 million in about 2 years. And but I had one problem. They would show up late to work every day. And there was no pattern. You know, like somebody be on time for 4 days and then suddenly they're very late. And I'm like, finally I had a meeting and, you know, I'm like, what's going on, you know? They said, Well, everybody in Thailand does that. And you got to be careful when you're in a foreign country. When my Israeli boss came to America, he said, "Is Gopher Day a big holiday? Am I supposed to give people off on, what's it called? Groundhog Day." We said, "Oh yeah, that's a big holiday. Everyone takes that day off." That didn't last very long. But so I was afraid they were going to do this to me because of karma. And I said, "Why are you guys late?" They said, "We can't come to the office until the monks come to get breakfast." You see? So they prepare meal for the monks who come with their bowl to the house. And they say, "We can't control it, Sometimes they wake up early, sometimes they don't. And we can't leave the house until the monks come, So that's a culture that respects meditation, respects retreat. You can get sponsors, you can get help. People will come and fix your pub for free and stuff like that, okay? So in general, the first quality of the meditation place in the Lam Rim includes cultural support, emotional support from your culture, okay? And we don't have it in the United States. I think in China, in Chinese-speaking countries, you have it more, okay? It'll grow here. We have to grow it, okay?